Good morning, I'm Maribel Rodriguez, and welcome to The Balancing Act. Today, former NFL quarterback and TV bachelor throws a season pass to block the flu and some Sudsea stocking stuffers your kids will love. Also, we have a mechanic for your glove compartment, a tool that will help you save money and diagnose problems before they happen. All this and more today on The Balancing Act. If you have a child in college, they probably know about Jesse James Palmer. Girls know him from the 2004 season of The Bachelor, and guys know him from his 4-year career as one of the University of Florida's top quarterbacks and his 5-year career in the NFL. Jesse takes a break this morning from his job as an ESPN college football analyst and commentator and joins us to talk about the Season Pass program. Jesse, welcome.
Thanks so much for having me on.
Jesse, many people might not know that you're a native of Ontario, Canada, that you have a double major in marketing and political science and international relations, and that you can speak French fluently. How have these academic accomplishments helped your broadcast career?
Well, they've helped me a lot, I think. It's been nice, you know, in the arena that I'm in now, having to draw upon a lot of my past experiences, certainly at school at the University of Florida. Luckily for me, working for ESPN, it's been obviously helpful having a chance to have played at a big football program like UF and then later on in the NFL as well. So I consider myself very, very fortunate. And
you were the first professional athlete to be on the hit TV show The Bachelor. How did you make that transition from player to reality star?
Well, it was certainly different. I'd never done anything like that before in my life, and it's kind of a surreal world that you're going into when you sign up to do one of those things. It was a great experience. I met a lot of really great people. Everybody was extremely nice and kind of helped me along through the process. That was a wild 2 to 3 months, I know that for sure, but I don't know how much there was I could have prepared myself for to get me ready for that, because it was certainly a unique experience.
Well, we know that unfortunately the match didn't work out, so tell us, what's your status now? Are you single? Are you taken?
Still single.
All right, so you're here today to promote the Season Pass program, which encourages college students to get flu vaccinations. Why are college students and college campuses vulnerable to flu outbreaks?
You know, I think college students are more vulnerable because of their close proximity to one another on campus. So because these students are always around each other, interacting and in connection with each other, I think that's why they're at a higher risk of contracting the flu virus.
So why is it so important for college students to get flu shots on campus?
It's extremely important for them to get their flu shots on campus because we've all had the flu. The flu can knock us out for 7 to 10 days, and a lot of times it can take us 2 to 3 weeks until we're back at 100%. I just think it's so important right now that students do not miss any time from school or their social activity while on campus right now. They cannot afford to miss that time, and it's so critical right now. I think these students go visit their campus health centers and get their flu shots just so that they can protect themselves for the year.
And what advice do you have for parents to tell their kids at college?
Well, it's funny, you know, I think that there's this stigma out there that college students can't get sick. It's only very young people or very old people, but in fact, everybody from the age of 6 months up need to go out and get a flu shot just to protect themselves for the upcoming year.
Okay, so as you know, this show is called The Balancing Act. Tell us, what is your secret on how you keep everything balanced between work, home, family, health, and financial matters?
Well, I think I just try to keep myself surrounded by family and very, very close friends. I try to be healthy, live a healthy lifestyle, get a lot of workout in, but get a lot of sleep as well. I love my job, so I'm excited about going to work each and every day, but I do consider myself extremely fortunate to be surrounded by the people that I am. I have a lot of great friends here in New York City and around the country, and of course my family is always very close as well.
Thank you so much for informing us on helping students at risk this flu season.
Well, thanks so much, Maribel, for having me here today.
Join our online community by logging on to thebalancingact.com and clicking on the Multiply banner. Interact with the show producers, discuss features you've seen, and you'll have some great conversation starters.
Here's a situation I bet most of us have been in. You buy a new consumer electronic product, say a flat screen TV. You get home, you set it up, and suddenly it stops working the way it should. What do? Do you reach for that instruction manual? Do you call the manufacturer, or do you go back to the store? Here with a time and money-saving solution is Jamie Brenneman, Corporate Marketing Director for NEW Customer Service Companies. Jamie, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us. So, Jamie, before we get into the specifics of NEW, what items are we talking about?
We cover a variety of items that you use in your home every day, as well as some things that are probably on your holiday shopping list. We cover things like home theater systems, computers, digital cameras, outdoor power equipment, power tools, fitness equipment, and all of the popular items that are on everybody's holiday shopping list, gaming systems, MP3 players, and even bicycles.
Kids love that, but they seem to be a little confusing. I've noticed that with these new products, they have so many features. I need a professional to teach me how to use them.
Absolutely, and you're not alone. And that's why service plans have really changed. We've moved beyond just helping you get a product repaired to helping you use your product, making it easier for you to set up your product, use your product, and really get the most enjoyment out of that product. We're open 365 days a year. All you have to do if you're having a problem is pick up the phone and give us a call.
Jamie, I've called customer service lines before, and I feel the person on the other line is reading from the manual. I did that before I called them.
Absolutely, and that's why we work really hard to make sure that our customer service reps are trained in the most popular things that people are calling in about. We spend time with them, helping them learn how to set up a home theater system, so when they're talking to you, they understand what they're doing. Things like outdoor power equipment, a lawnmower, a lawn tractor, computer systems. We're giving them hands-on skills, so when they talk to you, you know they know what they're talking about.
But what happens when the person that you're speaking with or the online tech can't help?
Well, I'll tell you, the best experience we can give the customer is when we fix it over the phone, but that's not always the case. Sometimes a real repair is needed, and when that happens, it's our job to make it quick and easy. We're going to make the appointment for that repair with the consumer while they're on the phone, and they can trust that the person coming out to take care of their product is qualified, they've been pre-screened, and they know what they're doing.
One less hassle. It sounds great, but how does NEW service plan differ from the manufacturer's warranty?
Manufacturer's warranties are limited in nature. They're limited in the amount of time they protect the consumer, as well as what they're going to cover. Manufacturer's warranties really only cover defects in materials and workmanship. They don't cover things like normal wear and tear. They don't cover damage caused by heat, dust, and humidity. They don't cover damage caused by power surge. And most importantly, with portable products today, like laptop computers and digital cameras, they don't cover accidental damage. You drop your laptop computer, the screen cracks, you're on your own without a service plan. And let me tell you, that laptop computer, if you have to replace the screen, that's a $388 repair. With a service plan, it's covered.
Speaking of pay, how much is this service?
A quick rule of thumb, the consumer can expect to spend between 10 and 20% of the product price for an extended service plan. That's not a lot of money for the amount of protection that it's going to provide you.
Sounds great. So as we're all out this holiday season looking for sales, we want to make sure service plan is on our list. Where do we go for more information?
When you're out in the stores this holiday season, just ask the sales associate. They'll be sure to help you understand the service plan.
So easy. Jamie, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Do you have lots of photos? Do you have lots of friends? Celebrate all the good times you had on that trip, at that event, during the celebration by turning those photos into something even more special, a custom photo book. Order one for you and all your friends, you social butterfly you.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to The Balancing Act. I'm here with Kathy Peterson, and back on the show with us today as well is Jennifer Gatins, representing Sponge Tech.
How are you?
Hey, Jennifer. Good to see you. We also have Kathy Johnson, who is a mother of two. Hey, Kathy.
Hi.
Thanks for being here with us.
All right, ladies, let's face it, getting the kids in the bath can be a chore. Jennifer, tell us a little bit about Sponge Tech. And this product is actually for ages 3 and up, correct?
That's correct, absolutely. Sponge Tech has invented a new sponge called Puddle Pals. And with Puddle Pals, you're going to get 3 sponges per pack. You're going to get a duck, you're going to get a fish, and you're going to get a turtle.
Cute.
And so what you're getting within these sponges is a multiple delivery system, which is going to give you soap, shampoo, and an odor inhibitor all within one sponge.
Oh, wow.
So it's a really fantastic product. Kids love it, and it's also paraben and perfume free.
That's wonderful.
Paraben and perfume free.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I need because my daughter has very sensitive skin. So that's a must in my house.
Absolutely.
And how many baths can we get out of one sponge?
You can get up to 8 baths out of one.
And Kathy, I'm wondering, you know, you have that 3-year-old. I'm sure she's getting to be quite independent herself. This has got to be a great, fun toy, almost. Plus, you know, it's a cleansing sponge. It can teach you can teach your child how to be independent and bathe herself. Correct?
That's exactly what I'm thinking because my daughter's 3 and she wants to be independent, but she has a hard time staying focused. So something like this will let her stay focused on the task, but have fun while she's doing it. And the other thing I'm thinking is because it's preloaded with the shampoo, there's one battle I don't have to fight where she's pouring too much shampoo into her washcloth.
Yeah, making a big mess.
So that alone would be a savior.
That's a wonderful
And
thing.
Jennifer, you know, we're talking about using one hand. I would think that this would be ideal for autistic children because they oftentimes have trouble focusing as well.
Absolutely. We actually give money with the Darryl Strawberry Foundation, and we work with their children because, you know, as an autistic child, you have problems with hand-eye coordination sometimes, and with this, it's kind of a one-step process, and they really feel like they're doing something, and they're being independent, and, you know, they're doing it themselves and having fun, which is important.
Now, what happens when you're done bathing? Because once you're done with this, do you set it out to dry and it dries, or what's the situation?
Yes, you just simply leave it at the bathtub or wherever you put the toys away for bath time, and it air dries, so there's no problem with that. Ready for next bath.
Okay, very, very quickly, Jennifer, where can we find out more about Puddle Pals?
Absolutely. You can go to the website at www.spongetech.com, and we'll take care of you right there.
Sounds like fun.
All righty. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Kathy.
You'll find tons of great ideas for holiday gift giving, from stocking stuffers to major purchases at thebalancingact.com.
Well, I don't have to tell you this out there. We are all feeling the crunch of high gas prices, so we don't want car repairs to take more money out of our wallets. And here's an interesting statistic. 10% of all vehicles on the roadways right now have a check engine light on. So what if there was an easy way to find out what the problem is without the worry and hassle of dropping your car off at the local mechanics? Well, now there is. And here to tell us more about it is Kristen Brokoff, Marketing Manager for CarMD.com. Kristen, thank you so much for being with us.
Hi, thank you.
And you know, here's the thing, you know, a lot of folks out there use their cars for everything, for work, for school, for errands. And so a lot of folks don't want to check that check engine light when it comes on. What do most people tend to do? Are they like me and they just ignore it?
No, they're like me, they panic.
Okay.
You know, it's scary. Do you call a tow truck? How long can you ignore it? How much is it going to cost? And actually, 50% are ignoring that check engine light for over 3 months. You should not be doing this. At a minimum...
3 months?
3 months. And at a minimum, it's hurting the environment and it's costing you at the pump, but it can also be something very serious, like a full engine failure or a catalytic converter. And with CarMD, it's literally like having a little mechanic in your glove compartment. You can actually diagnose it yourself.
Well, you know, a lot of folks, including myself, do a lot of day trips now that the kids are home from school. And so if I were to use the CarMD and plug it in and find out there's an issue, how do I go about diagnosing the problem myself? Or can I diagnose the problem myself?
Absolutely, you can. You can actually diagnose the problem on any 1996 and newer car, light truck, SUV, and minivan. And you can actually use it before a road trip. I do it before I strap the kids in for a long trip. CarMD can actually catch a problem before it triggers that check engine light on. And then if it does have a problem, you can actually diagnose the problem and really, you know, without being at the mercy of your mechanic.
Well, I'm going to raise my hand right here and say I'm a technophobe. So for someone like me, how easy is this to use?
It's so easy. I'm a technophobe also.
Okay.
But actually, you can use it from the comfort and safety of your car's front seat, and you don't need any automotive experience whatsoever. You plug this handy tool into a little hidden port, which is the same place that your mechanic plugs in a tool. You turn the ignition, you don't have to drive the car, you wait for a couple beeps, and it's going to give you a green, yellow, or a red light. The green is going to give you peace of mind. Buy that used car, feel good about it, and feel good about that road trip.
how do I use and understand the information when I get it? Because we know the green light means you're good to go, whether you're buying a used car or you're checking out your own car. What if you get a yellow or a red light? How do you go about processing the information you get?
It's so easy, and that's really the true value that CarMD brings. We have a database that's been under development for over 11 years. We've got technicians across the country who are updating it. You plug the tail end of the tool into your USB cable that comes with it, and you basically can, from your home PC, run a diagnostic report that's going to give you estimated repair costs, most likely fixed. So you really have a bargaining tool with your mechanic, and we actually have folks from across the country who have saved money. One gentleman even saved $1,400.
Wow. Yeah, and you know, for me, I know a lot of men and women out there who would definitely benefit from something like this. And I have a lot of birthdays coming up as well. So where can I go and other folks go to find out more information?
Well, you can get more information at CarMD.com. And you're right, it is a great gift, especially for the kids that are going back to college. It is giving you peace of mind when you're sending that loved one away for the very first time.
All right, sounds good. Kristen Brokoff, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
When researching life insurance, ask about permanent life insurance. It provides death benefit protection, accumulates cash value you can access while living, and grows tax deferred. Structured properly, the cash value can be accessed income tax free to use as you choose. For more, go to NewYorkLife.com. Join our online community by logging on to thebalancingact.com and clicking on the Multiply banner. Interact with the show producers, discuss features you've seen, and you'll have some great conversation starters.
Well, if you suffer from varicose veins, you know exactly how uncomfortable they make you feel, both physically and emotionally. The treatments that have been offered for years, such as vein stripping, are rather gruesome, and so maybe you've decided just to hide your pretty legs behind a pair of pants instead. Well, good news, ladies. I am here with General Vascular Surgeon Dr. Bassam Sayegh, Margaret Primaldi, nurse practitioner, and the lovely Mrs. Eleanor Oker, a patient of a new treatment for varicose veins called venous closure, which is minimally invasive and can have you on your feet, confident and pain-free the very next day. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here with me. And you know, Dr. Sayegh, here's the interesting thing. I think a lot of people just have some basic questions. What are varicose veins? What are the treatments? Is it inherited?
Okay. Varicose veins are veins that became swollen because of the blood backing up inside them, and that backed up blood caused them to bulge, give the patient pain because of the increased venous pressure, and at a later stage can cause skin breaks and what we call ulcers of the ankle, that it might end up to be an infection in the bone. It could be inherited. Other reasons for it could be a long-standing position we assume during the day in certain professions. Pregnancy sometimes can speed up their appearance in women.
One of the things that we all were talking about is that women do it for cosmetic reasons, but at the same time there could be some medical necessities for doing it as well. Let's talk about the cosmetic. And women who come to you, what do they say and how do you help them?
Well, that's the unique aspect about our practice, that my role as a nurse practitioner, I can address the aesthetic concerns of the patient. They can go and show me what areas are more concerning for them. We can use a mirror or camera, and then I can get a one-on-one and decide what different options we have for them.
And I know, Eleanor, with you, it really was a medical concern, not a cosmetic concern. Yes. Talk to me a little bit about that. You were having a lot of pain?
I did have pain, especially at night when I went to bed. And then I went to see Dr. Sayegh, and he explained to me what this procedure was like, and made me very comfortable. And it was quick, and it was not painful at all. And I drove myself to the office, I drove myself home. So the next day, it was like I had nothing done with my leg.
Wow.
So I
what
was
treatment
very
did you
happy.
use, Dr. Sayegh?
The treatment we use now is a catheter-based treatment. One of them is called venous closure catheter, which is very good, uses radio frequency in what we call getting rid of those veins by ablating it. And it's very painless treatment, very quick, very satisfactory. You get permanent results as far as getting rid of the veins, and also you can see results within 6 to 8 weeks that will make you very happy.
You know, I think there's probably a lot of fear because of what we talked about, the initial stripping procedure that was done before. Eleanor, what kind of advice would you give to women who might be hesitant about having this done?
They should not hesitate to do it because the results are wonderful, and they just shouldn't wait even. That way they can put their slacks and their blue jeans back in the closet. Absolutely.
Well, Dr. Sayegh, if people want more information about the venous closure system, where can they find that?
I would think the best place would be the Venus site on the internet. It's vnus.com. And that's a very nice site that will give them a very comprehensive view of the procedure.
Well, thank you so much, Eleanor, Dr. Sayegh, Margaret. We appreciate you being with us this morning.
Research shows tomatoes are loaded with the nutrient lycopene and are terrific heart and blood food. The tomato has 4 chambers and is red, just like our hearts. Lycopene has made headlines recently for its antioxidant qualities. Tomatoes also have vitamins A, B, and C.
Tomorrow, if you haven't had enough pumpkin pie, then consider a pumpkin cocktail. We'll show you how to make one for your next party. Also, the essential facts women should know about planning for retirement. And dentist to the stars, Dr. Michael Krause takes our teeth to the next level with some sparkling advice. I'm Maribel Rodriguez, and thanks for joining me on The Balancing Act. See you next time.